Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. I hope you are well. If you have been guided to this reading, this video, I hope that there's something here that I'll be able to tap into to be able to offer you guidance and insight regarding your situation, your connection. So I'm focusing on the question, does your person still think of you? This is for love connections, definitely in separation, more than likely in no contact or very little interaction. So these are the 3 decks that I'll be using for this particular one, 3 of my self-created decks, the Silhouettes deck, Scenarios, which is very similar to a tarot deck. It's got upright and reverse interpretations. So we'll see what comes through, and then I'll clarify everything with my Illuminated Star Tarot. General advice as always, so please always keep that in mind throughout the reading and take whatever makes sense for you personally and release the rest. All right, guys, let's get into some insight here for you. Hi there, Cancer. Let's grab some messages for you. So taking a look at the current energies for you and this individual, and taking a look, of course, on the question, does your person still think of you? So let's see. For Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, we have lucidity coming through. Clarity will come once we open ourselves to the truth of our reality. Sometimes painful, sometimes beautiful, but through our own epiphany, the sun can shine again. All right, so maybe life is really wanting to open up your eyes to what this represents. Maybe you have made some poor decisions in the past, Cancer, because you did not have that clarity that this is representing. Let's see. It could also apply to the other person. All right, let's see what else. Okay. We have stillness when we're surrounded by life's overwhelming demands on our time, our space, our obligations, our relationships. Sometimes all you need is a minute to catch your breath, to find yourself again. If this is something that you relate to, Cancer, maybe you feel like you're just being pulled in all sorts of directions. This could simply be something that you need to give back to yourself. Could be a mini vacation. It could be like taking a spa day or going to some retreat to be able to have downtime on your own, taking a step back from stress or whatever is causing you stress, And again, taking this and focusing on yourself might ultimately bring clarity for you, that lucidity that is needed when we're stressed out. When we've got too much going on, it makes it really difficult to fill our own cup, so to speak. All right, what else for Cancer? All right, we've got genius, make wise choices. I have a feeling this is coming through for you, Cancer, because you feel like you haven't always made the wisest choices. And so we all make mistakes. No one is perfect. And I feel that this could be life just reminding you it's okay. Nobody's perfect. If you feel like you've made mistakes in the past, forgive yourself for that, learn from it, and move forward, because life will ultimately put you in situations where it'll test you perhaps. Have you learned the lesson behind it, or is it giving you the opportunity to truly make wiser choices, right? So let's go ahead and see what else needs to come through here. I'm getting that you do think of this person a lot. Maybe there's something about the breakup and the separation that you just don't understand. Maybe they don't. Maybe you both feel like you didn't exactly make the best choices before and really wanting the opportunity to have a second chance here. We'll see. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer, what do we need to know here? Focusing on their hidden thoughts, what it is that they need to share at this time. We have heartthrob here. Okay, so handsome, hot body, popular, many options. So you could have been dealing with a masculine, divine feminine, that hid things from you as far as whatever these options are, you know. Could have been other people they were talking to. It could have been that they had secret affairs. It could have been something like that. You know, this could also be a masculine that knows that they're really attractive, that they don't have any issues finding, you know, romantic partnerships. Let's see what else. What else for Cancer? Their hidden thoughts. We have waves, a real leader doing your own thing, despite others' opinions, not afraid to be different, going against the norm. I feel if this is your person, you already know that they stand out amongst all the other people that you might have dated. You know, there's just something about them that is unique, and they are different, you know, but this is also something that they recognize within themselves. They know that they're special, perhaps, and that might come off as somebody who's really arrogant at times, you know. Let's grab another here. Another for Cancer. All right, we've got mixed signals here, hot and cold. On again, off again, always on the fence, unable to decide, not fully committed. And the thing is, Cancer, they might have actually given you these mixed signals where they just confuse the heck out of you. You know, 1 minute things seem to be really good between the two of you, and the next they just weren't, you know. So these things might come down to particular patterns perhaps that they've had with other people. And I'm just gonna say it, for some of you guys, I really feel this is a person that cheated on you maybe multiple times. Maybe they didn't want you to know that that's just how they are in relationships, you know, where they're in and out of these connections. They put forward perhaps the best version of who they were, but deep down inside, there's a whole different person there, you know, where they really aren't the type to commit fully. And maybe that's something that you had to discover the hard way. I'm just kind of getting that for some of you guys. So let's go ahead and clarify this with tarot. Let's see. What I'm getting, Cancer, is yes, they think about you, but I'm also feeling that you're not the only one that they're thinking about. That could have ultimately resulted in why you guys broke up to begin with. All right, well, here it is. 3 of Swords. That clarifies for me that you're not the only one that they're thinking about. And maybe you already know this, you know. All right, so we have the 5 of Cups. I feel when you guys broke up, it hurt you big time. I'm getting that maybe this particular experience, this heartbreak, is unlike anything that you've ever experienced before. It could have been a very intense tower moment for the two of you. Despite everything that you have been through with this person, I feel you still miss them. You still think about them. You're lonely without this person, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. You got to acknowledge where you're at on this journey. I feel they think about you and they miss you too, with the one caveat being that you're not the only one that they're thinking of and missing. Okay? And Divine Feminine, you're showing up as the Empress, and you might have been dealing with a masculine who didn't see you as the Empress. You know, they're giving you crumbs instead of what you actually deserve. If you walked away from this person, if you let this person go, either they weren't expecting you to take action to do this, it might have caught them by surprise. It could also be that that very act of letting go is what woke this person up. That could have been where the clarity came in for this individual. It's like, oh, Cancer, I wasn't expecting you to do that. I thought you would always be around. But that could have also been very disrespectful for some of you guys, expecting you to be around always when in fact they treated you maybe like an option, and you're not anyone's option, Let's see what else here. All right, Six of Pentacles. What they're also communicating in this reading, their hidden thoughts, is that they know full well that they didn't give their all to you. They spread themselves pretty thin, because if they were giving their all in the partnership, you would have felt that. You would have seen that. You would have seen their conviction and dedication in the relationship. But when you throw an extra person in the mix, that makes it very difficult to manifest that. Makes it really hard. All right, so you've got the Six of Swords here, followed by the Ace of Wands. What this is telling you here, Cancer, even though this person is thinking about you, you really would serve yourself better if you just released it and let it go, because there's nothing positive that you may possibly experience with this individual by reconnecting with them. I feel they would still give you these mixed signals because they really haven't decided one way or the other that they want to be with you and only you. So this could be a blessing in disguise that the universe is offering you another opportunity to focus on yourself, to grow from this experience, to learn from it, and welcome in the opportunity for a new relationship to come in, because your next relationship could be the love of your life, somebody very romantic, somebody who really has pure intentions of what it is that they want to be able to offer you, rather than spreading themselves too thin, dividing their time between you and somebody else. You deserve better than that. Yep, one door closes, another one opens. For you to be able to find fulfillment in your love life, Cancer, if this is your story, if you found the strength to walk away from somebody like this, good for you. But it'll take even more strength to just keep that door closed and not even entertain opening it back up, because you deserve a brand new chapter. If you haven't already experienced the new chapter, new love, new beginnings. If you haven't gotten there yet as a part of your journey, it's on its way to you. You just got to welcome it in and no longer look to the past for your happiness. All right, guys, that's what I have. If you're interested in your own reading, that info is down below in the description box. I'll go ahead and link the decks down below as well. Thank you so much, guys. Catch you next time. Take care.